Alrighty, been a minute since the last update, but beard shaved down short. Hair is next. Besides the fact, did quite a lot of work off camera. The motor is now bright yellow because why not? But the idea I had was paint the block yellow and then the head yellow on each side, and the beauty cover is blue right down the middle. Yeah, just weird colors. It's not going to fit at all in terms of color form in the dirty, nasty, greasy engine bay. That as of right now I have zero plans of like repainting and stuff, because that's just more work and I want to get this car going again. So yeah, everything is yellow. I am not a painter by trade. I should have taped off this, but we just avoided all of it because I know it's going to be covered anyways. But yeah, so that's what I've done recently. Other than that, I've been super busy with work and just life going on. I haven't had a whole lot of time to get out here in the shop and, you know, do what I enjoy doing. But for right now, that's all I've got. I'm going to work on this a bit more and I'll bring y'all along and show you the progress. So, along with painting it yellow, I also went down to the Volvo dealership in my area, picked up some parts that I needed desperately. New head gasket and a bag of head studs. And for some reason, out of the 12 that I needed, they had 11. I don't know of anyone who would go into like an auto parts store or a dealer and be like, hey, my engine has 12 head studs on it. Let me just get 11 of them. Or, well, besides me, because that's all I could. Or on the other hand, hey, I need a new head gasket, but I'm also doing studs because they're torque to yield, so I need to put new studs in it. Let me get one. The engine's got 12. How do they're missing one. So yeah, that's how I've been going recently. I'm going to throw this head gasket on. I'm going to try to throw the head on tonight and see how far I get. So, it's been a week or so since the last few clips that you'll see earlier. Done some work off camera that ideally I should have recorded, but I forgot. But yeah, cylinder head is almost back on. My local Volvo dealership had 11 of the 12 head bolts that I needed. Don't know how, but they had 11. And so I ordered a 12th one off FCP Euro, just stock replacement, because they're going to be good enough for what they're for. New head gasket and all that's on. The head still remains unpainted, unlike the bright neon yellow block. But I figure I'm not going to paint the head anyways. It's going to be covered up by the timing cover on the front. That's going to be painted. It's going to have the exhaust manifold. That's going to be painted. Well, that's going to be in the way of seeing the head. So if it were to be painted, you wouldn't see it anyways. With the turbo and all that there. The intake manifold covers pretty much the entirety of the other side. The valve cover, that's not going to get painted because there's going to be the beauty cover on top. The Volvo T5 trim cover. Timing cover is going to be painted, all of that. So you're really not going to see much of the head, so it really doesn't bother me that much to have it unpainted. But yeah, so the basics of the motor are pretty much back together. I just got to throw the cams in, valve cover back on, and brass tacks, the motor is back together. It is ready to rock. Oh no.
Did that?
Please tell me it just rounded and didn't just bust loose.
No, it's still good.
Then what the fuck just happened?
Oh. Well.
Scare me. Get down on there.
Well, that doesn't scare him. We can find out if it's scary.
Back to 0.
Fuck. What were you at for?
20 degrees.
You're at
20. I was at 20, so I'm reset to 20. Don't you dare fuck. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. 110. 120, 130. 30.
There we go.
Woo! It's done.
Fuck you.
Wow. What the fuck? Stay thirsty, my friends. It's actually not water there. It's Don Julio now. Woo!
Yeah, we're doing this shit, bro.
All 12 at 130 degrees. That was horrifying. Alrighty, so again, it's been about another week since the first clips on this video. So yeah, it's it's been the better part of a month since I've been putting the top end of this motor back together. However, I do have something exciting to finish this video out just for the last little bit. I went online onto Facebook, found some forums and some groups, and I finally found my 960 bell housing that I can bolt the T5 to. I've been looking for like 2 months. I can either get the whole trans or nothing, or a whole car, and I can't do that either. But I found a guy he actually reached out to me, which is the really weird part, because last time I tried to buy one of these, I got scammed hard. Got my money back, but this guy reached out to me and he's like, hey, I've got like 6 of these setting to the side. I'll send it to you. You know, do you want it? Are you interested in it? I'm like, absolutely, I need one. Perfect timing. Anywho, here it is. I'm not gonna show you the name and address written on the inside, but bell housing for a 97 Volvo 960, and it's an original ASIN bell housing. I've been looking for one of these for the past few months. Just trying to find one has been the most pain in the ass thing ever. Super glad to have one. So now, I still haven't unpacked the car from the move, don't judge. But back here sits, wrapped in a blanket, the T5. So the next thing I have to do for that is order the input shaft and the D-Works adapter plate, and I can put these two things back together. So, trans is almost done. Motor is top ends back together. Just need to throw the cams and valve cover back on. Then I can put trans and motor together and get it in the car. Last thing I'm waiting on to get it in the car though is that subframe. So really hoping that that comes in soon, considering now I've only got just a few pieces left before I can actually get it in the car and make sure it fits. But yeah, you know, guy building my subframe said he would have it out by today, which is Friday the 18th. Initially he told me it would go out on Wednesday. Then he said it'll most likely be Friday. And then I talked to him today and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, oh yeah, I just finished up a bunch of them. It'll go out today. And haven't got an email or nothing, but fingers crossed it actually went out, because that's the last big piece. And then we're dropping the motor in, and then I can move forward with doing all of the electronics, all the wiring and all that, which will be a whole lot of fun. But bell housing, awesome. Now I need the adapter and the subframe, and we'll be ready to throw this motor in the car and make sure and test fit and everything and get it perfectly where we want it. But yeah, that's all for now. I'll catch y'all on the next one.